all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move
I meet
forward,
various people, many of them artists, through my ongoing project, Teeshirttales, where I explore the reasons why people wear or create t-shirts. My gallery, NYC, is where I met Madison. I noticed his t-shirt. Tell me about your t-shirts. Do you still create t-shirts?
It's actually a painting. So create a painting and see that the painting it needs to be seen in different ways. And then so I screenshotted it, put it on a t-shirt, and I go to a lot of different art shows. You know what I mean? So it's like don't confuse good art with good people.
5 Miles Art Gallery, where I met Nairi, who was showing her artwork. Tell me about the name Sitting Pretty.
I've always thought I was pretty, and being that I'm sitting, I put them together, and I made it my brand name, sitting pretty.
And you happen to make this today?
Yeah, and I made this shirt today before I went outside. I did this painting about 2 days ago, and it's one of my favorites, so I put it on a t-shirt.
Hassan, who has a t-shirt stand set up directly on Franklin Avenue.
The company is How Willie Graphics, H Willie Clothing. It applies with the signature. That's how I sign my artwork.
Oh.
Someone liked it and said, "You should make that big." So I did, and I'm getting results. I got a really petite lady to get a small one. Got a guy that said, "Can you do it in black and red?" A big guy.
Now what is that one?
That is the plug.
Okay.
So someone who's a self-proclaimed plug. You know what the plug is? The connection to get stuff.
So hip stuff?
Get stuff.
Oh. Okay.
Like I will be a t-shirt plug. But the other plugs usually don't sell t-shirts. Their stories were intriguing and moving.
Yeah, I'm 33 years old. When I was 19, I became a victim of gun violence. I was at a party with some friends, and an altercation happened. And at that moment, someone, which was my friend, they ended up shooting, and the bullet struck me in the neck, which paralyzed me from shoulders down.
Oh, you mean she physically abused
She
you?
pulled my. I had the only reason I could have said something because I had actual evidence. My hair was pulled out. I was gonna forget about it, but my oldest daughter, she's 17, gonna be 18 this year, was like, "No, Daddy, this is enough. Look, why your hair's on the floor? What happened?" I couldn't even remember what triggered her off with. Oh, I wanted something to eat. I was fresh from the nursing home. She was like, "What you think I want to be a nurse is?"
So I was raised in Haiti. I had a near-death experience. I was sleeping on the floor and there was a flood. And luckily my mom got up at the right time, woke us up from the water, and we went to another building and the water was still coming up. And we're on top of the building where we have a perfect view of the world around us breaking apart. Dead bodies, the water is going fast, it's raining. And as a child, I didn't know how to process all those things that was happening. It shut me up verbally, where I didn't know how to express myself verbally. And then art became that tool for me, a way of expressing.
For many years, I was discouraged from putting out my artwork because opinion of someone I love, that I really value their opinion and say this is ugly or this is stupid. Don't put that on a t-shirt. I just held back from living out my dream for, I would say, 10 plus years, just believing that my stuff was not worthy of putting out there. But then, after my last amputation, when I was supposed to go to a nursing home, I got to do a lot of soul searching and self awareness and self motivation. I planned this moment to when I get out of here, as soon as I can walk again with my prosthetic, I'm setting up my t-shirt stand, and I'm doing it.
The process of creating this painting took a lot. If you're creating a painting about your most traumatized moments, you have to go back mentally in that time. Or what happened if I didn't find paintings as a way of, therapy? Because in my community, therapy is not the first option. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, this person is mentally ill, let's give him therapy. Now we find other ways to deal with things. And so for me, art was a way of therapy for me. Art saved my life. So with this painting is me in a self-destructive place. And then this is me now as an artist. Is the fact that I have that experience, I can go back to this space and create positive paintings. As you can see, the skull on one side and also the palette on the other side. It's me transforming the bad into purpose. You know, so it's like the pain to purpose, or that's why it's called pain to purpose.
I really appreciate you sharing
Absolutely.
your story. You definitely have stories to
Absolutely.
tell.
Absolutely.
I think they're very powerful.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you found art.
Over the past years, I found my purpose, which was painting in 2019. I began mouth painting, and ever since that's been my therapy and my, escape. I ended up putting my artwork onto clothing in order to show my artwork. I like to wear it every day.
The first time I created a piece, it's like I've been under this water for so long, and then the moment I touch the paintbrush, it's like I finally come above surface for the first time. And then when I'm done painting, it was like I sank back into the water. So it was like the fact that I have that experience let me keep creating so that way I could keep my head above water. That's what it felt like. I'm good mentally, but I'm still trying to create space outside of painting. I don't want to think about creating all the time. Sometimes, like, let me take a step outside of my creative area and just enjoy life itself.
So tell me how long you've been doing this. And
Paradise in Brooklyn, you get it? It's a paradise in Brooklyn, a paradise in Brooklyn.
So how you come up with this stuff?
A couple of weeks ago when I put up this tent, someone would say, oh, you got a paradise in Brooklyn here because we had the heat wave. And 2 days later, I said, you know what? Paradise in Brooklyn. And came up with that. This one, it's a double entendre. But the actual meaning of it for me when I started out was, I don't mean to be arrogant. You know, when you say you're arrogant and say you're big-headed. So it's like, I don't want to big-headed. So that's
That what you really meant?
naughty.
After coming to New York City, the journey itself was very tough. Didn't really create space for me to experience life completely. After things started to get better, now I'm in the other side of not struggling anymore, but yet I still need peace. We left the surviving mode. Now we're in a peace, trying to find peace within. And so I started reading this called, yeah, so it's like, and this is like, it's written for women. So I'm like, yo, this is a beautiful book. Still reading, and I think the first time I found some peace was in this cemetery. My friend invited me to the studio, and I was like, yo, after the studio, he was like, you gonna paint? I was like, yeah. It was like, let's go, there's a cemetery next door, like literally next park, let's go. So I went, and it was like the most peaceful thing ever. There's nature, there's quiet, there's plants. And so we was just laying on the ground. Peace, you know what I mean?
When I first started painting, I made a picture that was supposed to be Obama. It was one of my first paintings, so it didn't come out as well. But I keep it up just to show my growth when I look at other pictures that I've been painting. But now my main focus is in doing portrait. I would love to do portraits of celebrities. Like I've done portraits of Nicki Minaj, which is my favorite. Hopefully one day I can draw a whole bunch and they'll be able to see it and, inspire them, knowing that I've painted it by mouth. This is something I enjoy doing, and hopefully I can take it further and inspire people to keep following their dreams, no matter what the situation is, because I came a long way 14 years down the line. In the beginning, I would have never thought that I'd be able to do something on my own. And now, I have my own business, painting.
And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it?
My friend Oscar right here. He loves the Brooklyn so much, he want his name on it.
Boom. Give me. Oh,
Nice.
That's how we doing it. You gonna throw it on Rick right in his job. Looks like I have a hard hat. Nice quality. Returning customer. That's his third shirt. Let's go. What's his name? Oscar. Where you from? Brooklyn.